Dear guests, dear students, dear parents, dear teachers, welcome to Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. Today we are hosting a webinar for prospective students from EU and non-EU countries for studies at Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. My name is Vineta Pūce, and I'm really glad to host you today for the event. And in the program, we are going to have general information about the university, study programs in English, as well as we will have experience tales from students. And we will have a guest, our lecturer, Ielts Greenfeld. Also, I kindly ask you to use a Slido platform. It's a slide.do and enter event code VIA18 to ask your questions about the study process, the living here in Valmiera, job opportunities, or any other questions you want to ask about your living and studies here in Valmiera. So now I will start with my presentation about Latvia, Valmiera, and Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences, the study programs, and please let me allow to share my screen. So, as I told you before, my name is Vineta Pūce, and I'm International Coordinator here at Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. I'm actually working here already for 10 years, and I'm really glad to be one of the family of Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences, or in short, VIA. So, first of all, I would like to tell you more about Latvia. So we are a small country. The population is only 1.9 million people. And the mostly spoken languages are Latvian, English, Russian, and German. Regarding the sizing, Latvia is 5 times smaller than Germany and twice as big as Belgium. The capital city is Riga. If you are not something near Latvia, you would wonder what is the weather conditions here. And we have 4 distinct seasons. We have snowy winter, blooming spring, nice summer, and colorful autumn. We are proud to be tech-savvy. Latvia is in the top 10 countries with the fastest internet speeds across the world. We are a member of WTO, NATO, EU, and OECD. Latvia lies across the Baltic Sea, and neighboring countries are Estonia, Lithuania, Russia, and Belarus. Half of the territory of Latvia is covered with forests, and it's quite easy from everywhere you are in Latvia to get to nature. So now I will tell you more why Valmiera and what Valmiera is. So, Financial Times FDI Intelligence has named Valmiera as one of top 3 micro-European cities of the future. 120 foreign capital companies with a total turnover 133 million euros are here in Valmiera. Which is really interesting fact about Valmiera, that the number of workplaces in Valmiera exceeds its population. So around 3,000 people every day commute to Valmiera to their work and back, and they live in surroundings of Valmiera. Valmiera is a regional center for sports, culture, and education. From every point where you are in Valmiera, within 5 minutes, you can get to nature, to park, to forest, to walking trails. So it is quite nice, calm, and peaceful living here in Valmiera. We have our theater, cinema, sports center, and higher education institution, Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. We like to tell that the main river of Valmiera, the main street of Valmiera is River Gauja, which flows just next to the university. And when you are sitting in library, doing your thesis or teamworks or project works, the windows have view to the river, and in springtime and summertime you can wave to people who are canoeing in the river. I have told you a little bit about Latvia and Valmiera, and if you do some search on internet about Latvia or Valmiera, then on Instagram you can find 10 most Instagrammable places in Latvia. So, and as you can see from the pictures, it's really nature, it's colorful streets, it's our capital city, Riga, it's woods, it's lakes. So everything of that you can find here in Latvia and Valmiera. Some interesting facts about Valmiera. 9 out of 10 people in Latvia speak in Latvian, which is the official language. And I have already introduced you to another most popular languages here in Latvia. For example, some words. I have introduced you to our main street, river, and in Latvia we call it upe. Another word which I can taught to you is piens, which is milk in English. Or we have provided the translation also in other languages. Latvians are among leaders in Europe by the amount of real working hours. So we are really diligent. The sheer volume of wild nature makes Latvia one of the greenest countries in the world. And country holds one of the rarest ecosystems of the world, largely untouched by civilization. We like to celebrate, and Jāņi, or summer solstice, which is in June, is most widely celebrated celebration in Latvia. We have many traditions for that. For example, we make big bonfires and jump over it. In winter, we celebrate winter solstice, and which is a really interesting fact about Latvia. Besides birthdays, we also celebrate name days, and they are stated in a calendar. So almost each person in Latvia can celebrate their name day. For example, my name day is on 17th of August. So now more about Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. In total, we have 6 study fields and 16 study programs from college to PhD level. We have 2 faculties, Faculty of Society and Science and Faculty of Engineering. And we have a campus for the Faculty of Engineering where all the laboratories are located. This academic year, we have around 700 students who are studying here for their future with an international education. BIA offers high quality and flexible study programs that successfully balance theory and practice. Studies are adapted to the current needs of society and changes in the labor market. I will tell you more about the study programs which we provide in English a little bit later. We here at Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences believe that education works best when curriculum, teaching, learning, and assessment are closely aligned. Our programs develop deep knowledge, conceptual understanding, and higher order thinking skills to prepare our students for their future. The quality of the studies is ensured by experienced and professional teaching staff, advanced study methods, as well as by students who know what they want to achieve and how to succeed. And I believe that our students will tell you more about their experience here at Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. Our strategic priorities are education, science and research, and knowledge transfer and leadership of ideas. We like to call ourselves as international university, and we are part of Erasmus Plus program. And if you come here to study as a full degree student, you will be able to use all the opportunities that Erasmus Plus program provides for you. Erasmus studies, internship, recent graduate internship, and you will be able to do it across whole Europe and our partner universities around the world and Europe. Also, we are participating in different Northeast programs. We are part of EAIE network and some other international networks. Latvia is a place to easy travel to and where to easy travel from. So our international students really like to use the breaks for traveling to another countries. Regarding international students, Latvia and Valmiera is decided as a popular exchange destination, and every year we have around 55 incoming exchange students, and the top countries are France, Netherlands, Spain, Portugal, and Estonia. And every year we send around 60 outgoing students to countries such as Germany, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Estonia, Lithuania, and other EU countries. And you might be one of them. So now I will tell you more about the study possibilities in English here at Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. Programs in English we have in bachelor level, master level, and doctoral level. In Faculty of Engineering, we have 3 study programs in English, and the first one is Bachelors in Information Technologies. The duration is 4 years for full-time studies or 5 years for part-time studies. The degree to be acquired after the graduation is a software engineer with a specialization either in cybersecurity and programming or development of virtual reality and mobile systems. The tuition fees differs for EU and non-EU students. So for EU students, it's 1,558 euro per year, and for non-EU students, it's 2,280 euros per year. Then we have master's degree in English. Master's in Cybersecurity Engineering is 2 years program, full-time. And the degree to be acquired after the graduation is a professional master's degree in information technologies. I have to admit that it is a very popular program among the international students, as the penetration testers and cybersecurity specialists are very demanded across the world. So it might be your future profession. Also, the study fee is the same for EU or non-EU students. It's 4,200 euros per academic year. Then we have Masters in Virtual Reality and Smart Technologies, also a master's degree study program. It's the duration of the study program is 1.5 years. And the degree title is a professional master's degree in virtual reality and smart technologies. The study fee is the same for EU or non-EU students. It's 3,440 euros per academic year. Then we move to Faculty of Society and Science. We provide master's degree in business environment administration. Duration differs regarding your previous education, so it might be 1.5 years or 2 years. Also, the ECTS you are going to gain depends on the program length. The degree to be acquired is a professional master's degree in business administration. Tuition fees for the full program is 3,848 euros for EU, EEA, or Swiss Confederation students. And for non-EU students, the full program costs is 4,812 euros. Masters in Media and Information Literacy. Also, the program duration is 1.5 years or 2 years. And the degree title is going to be Academic Master's Degree in Social Sciences. The tuition fee differs for EU, EEA, Swiss Confederation students. It's 1,924 euros per academic year. And for non-EU, it's 2,406 euros per academic year. We also have Masters in Strategic Communication and Governance. The duration is 2 years full-time, and the degree to be acquired after the graduation is Academic Master's Degree in Social Sciences. Tuition fee is 1,924 euros for students from EU countries and 2,406 euros for students from non-EU countries. Now to PhD study programs within Faculty of Engineering. We have PhD in Sociotehnical Systems Modeling. Duration is 3 years, and the degree title is going to be PhD in Information Technologies. Tuition fee is 6,835 euros per academic year. To apply for this program, you have to provide not only the documents that are required for online application, but also the proposal for your PhD thesis and your research plan. PhD in Economics and Business within Faculty of Society and Science. The duration is full-time 3 years. The degree to be acquired is PhD in Economics and Business. Tuition fee is 4,550 euros per academic year. And also for this program, you will have to provide, while applying, your proposal for a PhD thesis and your research plan. Application fees. These are non-refundable, and you have to pay the application fee while applying online. So there are 3 categories of application fee amount. So 50 euros, 100 euros, or 250 euros. This application fee is dedicated to administrative fees while acknowledging your previous education documents. You might be wondering about other costs while living here in Valmiera. We provide a room at our student hostel for each international student, and the rent is starting from 90 euros per month for place in shared student room. All costs regarding, of course, depending on your personal costs, might be starting from 350 euros per month. We provide also scholarships. In altogether, we have around 50 state-funded study placements for students from EU, EEA, and Swiss Confederation. Each semester, there is a rotation of state-funded study placements according to your previous study results. 10 scholarships are offered by Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences for most outstanding and talented applicants from non-EU countries. The scholarship covers first-year tuition fee. The results of scholarship receivers will be announced after the application has ended. And after the first year, students can reapply for the scholarship if they are successful at their studies. Besides that, we offer 10 scholarships for most outstanding and talented applicants from Belarus. The conditions are the same. Scholarship covers first-year tuition fee, and you can reapply for the scholarship after the first year. And so there is available 1 scholarship in bachelor level, 7 scholarships in master's level, and 2 scholarships in PhD level. I also wanted to tell you about one project which we are really proud to be part of. We are part of European Commission initiative of European universities, and the project full name is Engage the European Entrepreneurial University as driver for smart and sustainable regions. The main aim of the project is to develop future university for future skilled learners, to develop a multi-university campus across the Europe. And in this alliance, altogether are 6 universities from Portugal, Belgium, Latvia, Romania, Hungary, and Austria. The core is challenge-based education, and 50% mobilities, digital technologies, blended learning, and work-based learning. It is mission-oriented research, well-being, human contribution to artificial intelligence, and circular economy. Human-centered innovation, open and engaged knowledge exchange. If you are coming here to study, you will have possibility to benefit from this consortium, from this project, either to develop your future skills or to participate in the challenge-based education as part of your Erasmus Plus mobility. Also, I wanted to tell you about the research here at Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. So the key research areas of VIA is communication ecosystem and technologies, sustainable national economy and knowledge society, e-learning management and technologies, smart technologies and eco-buildings in the national economy, virtual reality technologies and visualization, sociotechnical systems modeling technologies. And also we have newly opened laboratories which our students and our researchers, our teachers use a lot. So we have a digital learning ecosystem laboratory, virtual reality and augmented reality laboratory, cybersecurity laboratory, energy efficiency laboratory, spatial analysis laboratory, and many more. So this was all of my presentation and all of I wanted to tell you. I want to encourage you to ask questions on Slido, or you can write to my email so I can answer to your questions. So please email to international@va.lv. And now it is time to see a video of Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences.
The level of turbulence in the information space is growing rapidly. Security has become a broad and complex concept, and being competent in matters related to media literacy, strategic communication, technologies and cybersecurity is important to us as individuals, as well as representatives of states and organizations.
It's important for all of us to look after ourselves in the same way that we would in the physical world. So you wouldn't leave your home without locking the front door. So if you've been online, then you should take the same precautions, and when you leave a site, make sure you close it in the same way that you close your front door.
Tas arī pašiem domāt, kā pareizi uzvesties, kā pašā, teiksim, savā sociālos tīklos vēl kaut kur, kādi var būt draudi un kādi var būt visādas citas problēmas, kas ar šo saistītas. Līdz ar to, bet mēs vairāk tomēr sliecamies uz to, teiksim, uz to tehnisko pusi, teiksim, kad, piemēram, kā saka, jau tas noziegums citreiz ir noticis.
Idea of this master program is how to make specialists with more deep knowledge in virtual and augmented reality systems development, but also system design. We started virtual reality already 10 years ago with industrial training, so it was more related to food processing industry, but now we have, during these years, we have gathered experience also in logistics, in architecture, so how to visualize buildings outdoors, for industrial planning, for city planning.
However, there are no technologies in the world that can protect society that doesn't feel secure. And so it was in the Stone Age, and so it will be in the future. Study program Strategic Communication and Governance will help you better understand our society and different techniques of manipulation. Study program Strategic Communication and Governance is for future leaders with ambitions, not only to create great strategies, but to implement them.
We can talk about people's skills and ability to stand against hostile informations, disinformation, fake news, or whatever you call such content, so that we apply our critical thinking and we realize, so what is behind these things that we see or read on media.
Welcome back. Now I would like to introduce you to our alumni, Elina Karole. Please, Elina, the screen is yours.
Thanks, Vineta. Nice to be here, everyone. And I have graduated from media and information literacy, and I'll just take a couple of minutes to share what I enjoyed about the program and why I chose it in the first place. So, two of the key things, we live in a world which is, as we all know, we are overloaded with data. And as a marketing specialist who creates content, I found it really interesting that I could study how not only to consume content mindfully, but how to create content mindfully. And I think that's one of the best aspects of studying media and information literacy, that you not only get better at consuming and helping others to understand, right from wrong, but you also are a mindful creator, and you are not adding to this data overload. And I think at the end of the 2 years at the program, that's something I achieved, and I am definitely always thinking about how to create value when I create content at my workplace. And the other thing that I really enjoyed about the program is actually my students, other peers, because we were coming, from different backgrounds, from government and public and private sector, and I found it's, it's a really good place where you make connections and you understand, how people in other sectors also create content, what are their thought processes, and we did a lot of group works and practical work, which let us to know what other people do, and also kind of build friendships and contacts with future colleagues in that instance. So, and the last thing I wanted to share is why I chose media and information literacy over strategic communication and governance, because these are the two programs I was considering. And when I was actually writing my application and thinking about what my master's thesis could be about, I realized that I am swaying more towards, I'm interested what influences people's decision in this information society where we get so much information, we can Google anything. How do we choose which source is important or which is correct, you know, at the age where we will look to influencers to find fashion trends and then ask the same influencer to advise on their opinion on medicine, for example. So, you know, how do we build our authorities? And that was a really interesting point. And although some courses overlap for both programs, I think that kind of swayed me towards media and information literacy to kind of understanding of behaviors and how to then create content that people then recognize as valuable, and also, you know, what source it should be coming from, so people would then actually, you know, believe that it's all correct. And yeah, I think that kind of in a nutshell covers the key things I wanted to say from myself as an alumni. Just to let you know, I graduated a year ago, and I, as I mentioned, work as a content creator, and I found this course valuable for myself.
Thank you, Elena.
Thank you,
very
Elena,
much
very
for
much
your experience,
sharing
sharing your
your
experience about master study
master
programs.
study programs.
And now
And
I'd
now
like to
I'd like to
introduce you
introduce
to
you
Zandis
to Zandis
who is
who
student
is
of
student of
tourism
tourism
study program.
study
Tamara
programs.
Zandis, please.
Zandis, please.
The screen is
The
yours.
screen is yours.
Hello, everyone. I will share my screen for a moment. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, hello, everyone. Today I want to. Something's happening. Sorry.
Maybe you can share again.
Yes, I will try again. Okay. Can you see it now or no?
It's loading.
It's loading. Okay.
Yeah, but maybe you can start the idea you wanted to tell our prospective
okay.
students.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I will just tell you my story. So hello, everyone. My name is Zandis. I study tourism and leisure studies in bachelor program for second year. And before I came to Vidzeme University, I was open-minded. And I will tell you briefly my 3 reasons why I came to Vidzeme University. So the first reason is that why I came here is that the studies are not your ordinary studies. For example, we can do a lot of activities. For example, hiking or bike riding. And you can also have it's not your usual studies, so that's what I really like about it. My second choice why I choose Vidzeme University is because of the possibilities that the university offers. For example, you can take part of being at the student union, and also you can have a choice to help to organize events. And as Vineta mentioned previously, you can also be a part of people who help exchange students here in Vidzeme University, and then help them to adapt in this university and in Latvia. So that's really what I liked here. Because I'm right now in Czech Republic in my exchange program for Erasmus for 1 semester. So I like to say that also this university offers Erasmus studies also for 1 semester or for 1 year into a lot of different countries. So that's what I really like about this. But in the end, I want to say that also the biggest part of choosing this university was the city, Valmiera, because Valmiera is very beautiful. Like the nature is inside a city. That's what people say, and I agree to that. And that's what I want to say shortly about my experience and why I choose Vidzeme University.
Thank you, Zandis. I just wanted to ask, what's the weather in Czech Republic now?
Right now it's sunny, but like for 2 days, but usually it's very cloudy and rainy. So this is kind of a surprise for me.
So Zandis is one of the students who has used Erasmus Plus exchange study experience, and now he is in Prague, right?
Yes.
So thank you very much for your input, and I wish you good luck on your exchange studies. But now I would like to invite Beata Putniņa, who is also currently doing her Erasmus Plus exchange studies. So hi Beate, the screen is yours.
I will just try to share my presentation. I hope I'll manage somehow. So can you see my presentation?
Yes, we see.
Okay, amazing. So Zandis gave you 3 reasons why you should study in Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. I have 5 of them. So hello, my name is Beate. I am a student of Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences in program Tourism Strategic Management. But I have graduated from this university in program Media and Journalism. But currently I'm in my exchange study semester in Tallinn University of Technologies. So why you should choose Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences? First of all, individual approach. What do I mean by that is that, for example, when you approach the lecturer or professor, they actually know you, they know who you are, they remember you, and it actually means a lot for me because you know, they have more time and more space to support you in your studies process. For example, if you don't understand something or if you need help, they will always remember you, and always they will help you in their study process. And also the friendly study environment. What do I mean by that is that, for example, when you enter the study building, actually you can greet almost every person that you meet on your way to the classroom, and I think it's really nice. It's not like you know everyone in the university, but almost like that. And actually it helps you in your future because you will have a lot of contacts and a lot of friends from university that you can gain. About the after study life, BC is not before Christ, it's before coronavirus, because I'm not sure how it's happening now. I guess there are more like virtual events held or something like that. But when I was studying in my bachelor's cycle, it was amazing. Like there is one example when I decided for 2 weeks like to go somewhere, I attend event like in each of the day of those 2 weeks, and I actually managed to do that. Like if you can imagine, like in a small place like Valmiera, in a small university like Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences, I could find like for 2 weeks like every day event that I could attend. Like I think it's pretty amazing. The culture life, the sports life is really live, and there is a lot of things to do here. And yeah, like doing this, you can meet new friends, gain new skills is really important because if you're attending events, for example, if you get involved in the organizing the university events, you can actually learn a lot. And I use this advantage, and I'm really happy that there was this kind of experience for me. where to stay. Vineta mentioned about the dorms, I think. I don't know about you, but for example, first of all, when I heard the word dorms, I had really bad associations with this word, but it's not like that at all. The dorms, they feel like home, and I think the best thing that I can say about them, that actually I know a lot of people that choose to stay and live in a dorms even after they graduate. So I think it means a lot. And about the job experience, it's more about my bachelor's cycle. But if you can see those three logos that I've put here in this presentation, like I studied for 4 years, and those are not all of the workplaces where I have gained my experience, but study schedule, I remember that in the first year it was quite tight, and you cannot combine it with job, but from the second year it was completely possible, and the lecturers were really supportive in this kind of cases, because we are all adults, and it's actually really important, because this job experience that you can gain, it's really important for your curriculum. And internships, this is a huge plus, because in other universities I know that the internships are not mandatory, but here they are, and when you graduate you already have a job experience, and the employers value and appreciate this thing a lot. And you have a few things to write in your CV as well, even as a student. And I know a lot of people that have started their career path in the internship, and they have stayed in those places as like full-time employees. So this is a nice experience opportunity. So, and more like about Erasmus, why do I have here the pictures of Prague and Tallinn? Because when I was studying bachelors, I also used the Erasmus Plus opportunity, and I went to Prague for my internship. And now, like I said before, I'm a student in Tallinn University of Technologies in my exchange semester. And if you would ask me like how difficult was it to get involved in this project, I would say that it wasn't difficult at all, because like we need to say before, university is quite small and not everyone wants to use this experience, but it's actually amazing opportunity. And like I would say that everyone who wants to have this experience, they have this opportunity, because competition is not so high, and yeah, you can expand your horizons, like I've mentioned here, because yeah, this thing is amazing. So welcome to Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. Hope I'll meet you there.
Thank you, Beat, very much for your speech. And I also would like to wish you good luck in your Erasmus Plus exchange studies. But now it is time for a short video about the university. So now it is my pleasure to introduce you to our lecturer, Ilse Greenfeld, who will tell you more about the university from academic perspective. Please, Ilse, the screen is yours.
Thank you, and good afternoon. So yes, as it was announced, I will share my perspective, so along with my screen. So just a moment. And seems that all this works, right? Okay, great. So probably if you expected some kind of super serious presentation in this afternoon from academic personnel representative of this university, I think it's not the case, because as you heard from the students, we do have a little bit different approach in communication, in relationship also with our students, but of course it doesn't mean that we are not serious sometimes. So yes, if the students were talking about the reasons why should you come to university, I will tell you actually what probably will happen to you if you will come, and I'm quite confident that some of you certainly will. So I will start also with the difference, and this will be some kind of confirmation also for the information that students told, and this is you know, like something like very credible evidence here. And if you would ask me to characterize the university, our university, I would say it's tiny but mighty. And it is in different aspects. It is in regards of activity, our activity in the research and different projects, but also in terms of approach, as I already emphasized previously. And students also noted the individual approach, and we know that this is one of our core strengths, which helps to grow together. Yeah, not to go the separate ways, but really to grow together. And our preference, of course, is open and transparent dialogue, and this is what we are also emphasizing each case when we meet the students. So this is also one of very important aspects. And another thing, which again comes in relation to our scope and size, but not our work results, is that everyone, every student, and also you will be important. Yeah, not just due to the fact that really we will know you by the face and the name, but that we do care. We do care about the study results. We do care about your issues, and it's very often, if we are talking about the exchange students, that professors actually the ones who receive the first information, or the first ones who help also to solve some kind of practical issues. So I cannot say that with all the students we are becoming friends, but it's always that we are becoming good colleagues in the future. So now from the teachers, from the lecturers' perspective on the learning process, we are quite advanced if we are talking about digitalization and all the digital options, and not just due to the fact that right now we are a little bit forced to use these kind of solutions, but already before, and I think also when the situation will change, we will continue. And there are titles of the platforms we are using recently, but these are just the titles. And then I would say that the study content is available for the students on the platforms. It depends on each lecturer how they organize, but whatever the approach is, the content is available. And also, of course, if there are online sessions, there is a solution for that, which is quite convenient. And we are already quite used to that. Still, of course, technically we are exchanging some kind of news via email, but also other platforms mentioned above also go for that. The study process usually is organized in, let's say, some two of the most often used in classical formats are lectures and the seminars. However, I want to emphasize that these are also just the titles, and yeah, it doesn't mean that the lecture is only one-way information exchange. Usually, it is quite a lively discussion with interaction and so on. And of course, seminars are devoted to deepen the knowledge and understanding of some kind of theoretical aspects discussed during the lectures for the practical training and so on. Also, there is an opportunity for individual consulting, and again, of course, each lecturer, each professor has different approach to that, but everybody is available for individual consulting. You just have to ask and apply for that. In some cases, yes, not always lectures are happening like online, in real time. Sometimes there are records, but again, this is the material which is stored and available for you, and I think it also adds some flexibility to your studies, and that's also important nowadays. And yeah, I just wanted to emphasize one more time that actually this learning is a choice. It's your choice, and we are trying to go a bit more far away from the classical approach of teaching, because the studies in adulthood is not about the teaching somebody something. Okay, some more words on our approach. I would say sometimes the exchange students are actually quite surprised for the fact how practical, how applied we are. And that's the reason that we are following very intensively in what happens in the industries that are represented as a study directions in our university. And we are not just following, but we are working together, and we are working for the industry. So it means that not only theoretical knowledge, but skills and competences are developed during the studies. And yeah, to prove that, I can say that many of my colleagues, they are not just academics, and they are not just, like reproducing some kind of content in the form of the lectures just from the books. They have had experience, or they are recently having experience in some related industry, or at least, and there I would say everybody also works for some kind of projects where this connection is very strong. What else? There are teamworks. Our students quite often work in teams. Sometimes they are international teams. Sometimes teams are formed by the students, and then quite often they do prefer to stay in, let's say, their own cultural bubbles. And again, it depends on the study work and on the lecture how they organize that. But this is again something which you have to count on. It's challenging, but it's really worth to try out, to practice, and actually to make it as a habit, because majority of the work in any industry actually happens in a team. We are also using this project and case-based learning, so it means that we are using real cases, and as I think Beata said, we are also offering students opportunities to join the projects, to try reality, not just simulate it, not just imagine, not just read about it, but really try to organize something, try to research something, not just for the study works, but really for some kind of stakeholder, and students always appreciate that and say that these kind of works do have higher added value. Speaking about individual solutions, if needed, again, probably our scope and size allows that. If there is a reason, we are open to create some kind of individual solutions. And here I'm talking about the study pace, about individual approach if there are some specific needs for particular students. So again, we have to know that there is such a need, and I can promise that it never stays without a response. So I will conclude my my speech with some tricks and tips what makes professor happy. Probably it will be quite universal, but still our professors are also happy for similar things that probably the others around the world. And the first thing is, yeah, direct contact. If there are questions, issues, problems, or you are also happy about something, ask directly. That's the best way how to get to the solution. And yeah, you do not have to be afraid of that. It's just our cultural pattern, and it's nothing where you have to use some kind of hierarchy steps or so. Professors are always happy if you pay attention and yeah, you really are taking care of what you want to learn. And this is about the content of the courses. This is about the syllabus, because syllabus is the main document that determines, let's say, the relationship among the professor and the student during the study course, and usually everything is written there. One of our cultural features is that we are quite precise, so it means that we are expecting that you will respect the terms and the deadlines. Of course, in case of some kind of serious circumstances, you have to inform, and again, then we are going to talk about individual solution. So professors are always happy if students are looking more for solutions and not for the barriers. When they are talking, they are talking about what can I do about that, and not about what which obstacles were for me not to do something. And they will be happy if the cultural diversity and your cultural experience, and not just that comes from your own culture, but also something you gained also by traveling and so on, that you could use that as an asset and not to use it as an excuse again, because sometimes we have met these kind of situations, and we know that the cultural differences sometimes are quite challenging. And the last thing, yes, so Beate also said we are very happy that we are greeting each other and we are happy to meet each other, and at least from our side, we are trying to create this environment and to provide also the content that would be a good ground for that. Okay, I think that's it in some quite a short words, just to give some kind of insight how things are happening when we are talking about the study process in university. And yeah, the same as Vineta already said, if there are any questions or comments, just use the Slido platform. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you one day, your face on a screen or face-to-face in Vidzeme University.
Thank you very much, Ilse, for your input on academic perspective of the studies at Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences. But now we will have a short video break, and after that we will be back to question and answer session. Welcome back. First, before answering your questions, I would like to guide you to the online application form to show you how to do the application. So I will share my screen again. And we will visit our web page. So you have to go to section study here. Choose whether it's bachelor's, master's, or PhD degree. So for example, I will choose master's. Choose your program. I will choose Cybersecurity Engineering. Read all the information about the study program, the information about the program, entry requirements, and here is the link to online application form, which you can fill online and add all the relevant documents. So, but besides that, I would like to share the screen with all your questions, and I will try to answer them. So there's a question, where can I live during the studies? So as I mentioned before, we offer a place in a shared room for all international students, so you don't have to worry where to live. And the price is starting for 90 euros per month, which is quite cheap if we compare to other European countries. Then there is a question, what is the minimum mark required to get admission in master study program? So I can't answer your question very directly because it really depends what is the competition amongst the students. It depends how good are other students, and also it differs from program to program. Please go to our website and check the entry requirements for each master study program. So there you can find the requirements and as also I want to emphasize that it really differs from year to year depending on how many and how good and talented students are applying for the master study program. Then there is a question from student from Pakistan. What is the visa ratio of this university? We do not collect the information of visa ratio. And if you want to find more about this, please email me to international@va.lv. And there is also one question related to visa, and it is from student from India. Is it hard to get visa? I would say no. If we start to do it on time and if you are able to collect all requested documents. Also, I want to mention that we will start our visa procedure only after your study agreement is signed and after we have received the study fee payment for the first academic year. You can check information on Migration Office website, what kind of documents you need submit for visa, for residence permit, which you will need for studies, or you can email me to international@va.lv to collect more information on this issue. So there is a really interesting question from one prospective student, and also if possible I would like to ask Ilza to engage answering this question. And the question is, can you tell the difference from Riga universities? I will have the same opportunities? So from my perspective, if I talk about the scholarships, all students from EU countries can be in competition for the same scholarships which are offered by state, so which is a state-funded study placement. But if we talk about specific scholarships offered by Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences or place at student hostel or work possibilities, it really differs from universities from Riga to Valmiera. And maybe I can ask Ilza to comment a little bit on this as well.
Yes, and of course the main difference is that Riga is the capital, it's a big city, and also the higher education establishments there, majority of them are quite big, So we discussed quite a lot about the opportunities, what we do see in place of our small size. And of course, we could say that again from the perspective of the students, the Riga is transportation hub, and the social life, of course, and opportunities outside of the university probably are richer. However, there are also many good things, really, especially if we are talking about the study gains and opportunity to have this individual approach and individual solutions. And another very practical thing, I would say, that life in Valmiera is much more cheaper. If that's a question of the amount of your scholarship, I think that's also very important reason. Yeah.
Thank you. So I will share my screen again to see other questions. So there's one question, if Ielts is needed. We require Ielts, TOEFL, or another international English proficiency certificate, or we do not require certificate if your previous education was fully conducted in English. But besides that, you will still need to pass the Vidzeme University of Applied Sciences exam in English and require level B2 according to European level, at least level B2. So it is a national requirement for all international students. So then there is a question, can students work at the university? I would say that there is this option as we offer internships for different departments for students. And one really great opportunity is to get engaged in scientific and research work and to be part of research institutes. And we have 2 research institutes at the university, and they carry out many different projects, scientific and research projects. So you might be engaged in these research projects and be employee of the university. So there is another question, is it hard to get scholarship, and can I apply also for Latvia state scholarship? So the question about getting the scholarship is that I can't answer it now, because we need to see what is the competition between all applicants. And it really differs from year to year, but you definitely have to try. And the second part of the question, Latvia state scholarship, there is this scholarship program where you can apply for Latvia state scholarship, which covers, which is 500 euros per month, but the deadline is today. So I think that we won't manage to apply for this scholarship today, but you can try next year. But if you are asking regarding state-funded study placements, then they are available for all EU students, and you have to you don't have to apply additionally for it. You will be into the competition with all national and EU students when applying for the program. So I think I have answered all questions you have stated here in Slido, and thank you very much. And thank you very much for the one who said thank you for this nice presentation. We really try for you. So you can always reach us at international@va.lv. Search for us on internet, on social networks, and write there. You can call us, and we can organize WebEx if you need to answer more questions. And I will be really happy to see you here this September or next September or year after year. So thank you very much for being with us today, and have a nice the rest of the day and a nice weekend as well. See you soon. Bye.